Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Logan, Jamie, how you doing? Douglas, Craig's gone. You got to get some leaves. He must be hungry. And Nikki, as always, thanks for coming, guys. Let's see. Scott, how are you? Hey, what's up? I was just thinking about when are you guys going to? Hey, Mark, when are you guys going to go back and start the van thing? And is it going to be a different channel or is it going to be the same channel? Just curious. Hey, Mark, good to see you. And I think that Randy and Robert Mack are going to head this way tonight or something. So hopefully see them tomorrow. I know that Bobby sent me an email or something yesterday, or day before yesterday. Had a lot of stuff going on. Finally found the leak in the pool. I finally got him to break out some concrete and do some digging. So I took him yesterday morning to Taiwazadu and picked up replaced all the pipe behind the pool. So he redid that all, and we'll put it back online this morning. And then I don't know exactly what we're going to put. It's about a strip on the back of the CA wide of a small tile, So I got to get some new tile and stuff. We'll see. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Cold in Texas. 12. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what it's been hot, man, and it was 40 the other day. Let's see what it's gonna. I don't even know. I haven't watched the. All I know is this is usually my time of year, and it's 25 right now. It was a low of 21. It's going to be 34. Pretty much 34, 32, 31, 33, 34. But a couple of days ago, man, my wife got on the new property. She wanted oyster mushrooms, so she bought 500 packs of them or whatever. So we had to have the cousin build a dark enclosure. We needed one for the chicken anyway. My father-in-law has one chicken, but that's a whole different story. Hey, Platinum, how you doing? Glad you can make it. So they did that, and then they had to build a deal. Had to buy some block, and we had the block. Buy some steel and some PVC, and they got them all in there. So she took the little caps off day before yesterday. So I guess these things start popping mushrooms out in like 2 or 3 days or something. So we'll find out. We'll look at them tomorrow or something. I haven't done any video on it. I've been actually working more on the. After I get done with this, I want to do the part 3 of the kayak build. It's pretty close to done. Got a couple of little things. I bought 2 canopies for the frickin' thing, and I ended up just building one out of 1/2-inch PVC. So I bought 2 canopies that are bimini tops or whatever you want to call them that I really didn't need. So I built that and got it up on there. In fact, it's in shade right now. But pretty much the way it is. And it's overloaded. I've been trying to figure out whether I'm going to drown or not when I take it out for the first time. I'm right. I'm above the maximum weight. Some people say because I have the outrigger stabilizers on there that you can get, which makes sense. They're buoyant. You can put more weight in them, and I'm about 30 pounds over. So all I got to do is lose 30 pounds, and I'm right there. So, which would be the best way to do it. But it's actually pretty cool. I don't know how much. A little of the electronic stuff. I'm still waiting on a case. I bought this case that I was going to put everything. My little right now I've got it in a little plastic deal, and then I found one the same style as this, but a smaller. I ordered that, and that'll sit like between my legs. It'll have a plug for USB. It'll have the readout of the what watts and everything are going into the batteries. And no, not in the Marines, Larry. A friend of mine gave me this a long time ago. Actually, passed away since, so I wear it. I've been wearing it a lot lately, but no, not in the Marine Corps. A lot of friends in the Marine Corps, but not me. Um, so I think that I will do that. I'll have to see. I'm going to make sure I have somebody there, so if I'm drowning, they can come save me. I got to do a price list because Logan's out there. You know, I've went crazy. I've got first I bought the one jacket, then I bought, where's this one? And then I bought this one, which they're actually pretty good priced. And if I was to wear it in the other place, it's just a little, that's it. It goes around. It's the CO2. Pull the, pull the knob and keep it out of the way because I got enough. I'm fat enough that it's going to be hard enough. But the canopy's in the way and all that stuff. But I didn't build the kayak in the thinking that I was going to stand up in it and bass fish. No, I was going to either troll out the sides with something because I think that I can catch tilapia from what I've seen trolling with a jig or something. I used to pull rapalas for rapalas, whatever you want to call them, for trout and for kokanee. So I think that they'll bite the thing. So it's mainly for me to get out there and cruise around. I got a little fan. This thing's awesome. I bought everything, Logan, that I could possibly think of. But you could hear it. Now listen to this thing on the speeds. I mean, it actually moves air. And I was just testing it on how long the batteries last. I'm going to clip that up there. So I've got a fan. I've got a depth finder. It's a cheap ass fish finder, but I need to know how deep of water I'm in. But basically for that, I put 2 anchors on it that I just redid this morning that I don't like the way that I mounted them or that they were mounted. I think I'm going to have to stiffen it up a little bit because they're just little diving deals. In fact, if on the last video, if you see the picture of that yellow reel, it's a diving reel, I guess, when you went diving. But that's the big cheap way to do your anchors on instead of the expensive $100 ones. Things are like $12 or something, $10. And I bought the little anchors. I think I showed you guys the other day. I got 2 of them, one right next to me here and one running across and over to the other side on the front. I'm either going to drop that bobber, and from what I heard, the crappie, or crappie, the fish, the tilapia, go crazy for just a worm, a night crawler, and they sell those on Lasada. So everything that I've got it on Lasada. I'm going to imagine I'm probably going to have 20,000 baht in the thing. 10,000 I think I paid for the kayak. Then I bought the lithium battery and all that stuff. And if I have to, I can cut the weight in half on that. I think the lithium battery is 20 pounds, which normally it would be like 40. It's 100 amp hour, but they make a 65 now, a little bit bigger than the 50. And I think with all the solar crap, and if I can get by with the 18-pound thrust, that little motor weighs nothing. If I can get by with that, I'm not going to go out if it's windy and shit. Why? I'll stay in the trailer and put on the 32-inch television. But if I can get by with that, I think that's 65. It's half the weight, so I cut 10 pounds out right there. If I stop putting food in my pie hole, I can cut out probably 30 or 40 pounds, but we'll see. Exit to Thailand, how you doing? Hope you're well and serene. Yeah, chew up curry con. Yeah, it's actually it's nice here today. Like I said, for some reason we got crazy weather. Usually we get 11 uh, degrees mornings and shit, and this time of year, and for some reason it's creeped up. So it's cutting out my time. I did get on the second part of the deal was last night. The guy dropped off the Shadow, the 750, and it sounds great. Still got a little bit of a pop in it. He seems to think it's we replaced the carburetor, and I bought a new one from the United States, a Japanese one, and he bought a fuel pump here. It sounds, because I didn't ride it last night when it got here. I got to take it over and get it registered. But it got a lot of, it sounds good. It's going to be perfect. So put the running boards on it. He put the highway pegs on it. The only thing I've got to get somewhere on this freaking house here, I ordered from Lasada, 4,000 baht, little sissy bar with basically a little rack on the back, so that I can at least put a bag on there when I go somewhere, because it's got no place. I put a little old style from when I was riding the leather little rolled. We used to carry tools in them up on the behind the handlebars and on top of the light. So I got enough room there where I could put my phone, and I got a thing for my phone. And I got the Logan style. What did you pay? $100 million for yours? I paid $1 for my mount. I've got that on there, so I've got enough place where I can put my copy of my passport, that kind of bullshit. But hey, Nanette, how you doing? Glad you can make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. For the trailer for the kayak, to use the bike to tow the kayak. Yeah, I bought. Trying to think if I could show you. I have to mount it on the 125. I think that's what we're talking about. Being able to move and tow the kayak to where I want to go once I get it off the truck and at a campsite. I think that's what you're asking, Logan. I've got the piece. I just have to put it on the 125 and then make a mount for the kayak. Shouldn't be a problem. That'll be a fun deal too. But the part I bought, I don't know if I can. I know I can show it. It's a pace. It moves and everything. It's perfect. So, and it bolts right. I believe it's going to bolt underneath the top box that I have on there, and bolt right to the rack of the deal, and then come down. And then I've got to fabricate some kind of a attachment to the kayak. I've already got the wheels, and I've got them mounted on the kayak. This next video, basically all it was I mounted a bunch of the racking systems and put the 2 anchors on and put the bimini on. But I mean, you could see, it's pretty cut and dry on how I did it. So I'm just going to go over a video, maybe 10 minutes long, of all the stuff that I've done. And I mounted that wheels that go under it, and then strap over to move it around. They go right on the back of the kayak. If I don't want to leave it wherever I'm putting it in at, it'll slide right on the back and just attach with the 2 little straps. I've got some straps ordered. A lot of the stuff I have on there, I have put with bungees, which I'm not really crazy about. So I'm going to change some stuff, but for the most part of it, it's pretty much done. Like I said, it's going to be interesting once I get it. Once I get the outriggers on. Thanks, Logan, Jamie. Once I get those on, I'll put my fat ass in there and see what it does. Like I said, right now, the way that I've got it figured and everything, I'm about 30 pounds over its capacity, which is quite a bit. So, I mean, the battery weighs 40. So it's not that I've got I've got a lot of crap on there, but it's all light stuff. The PVC frame, you'll see. I'll put the video out. I'll try to make it. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Um, I'm not going to make it real long, so in case somebody wants, you can pop in and look at it, and you'll see the gist of it right out of the gate on the video. But I like the way that the anchor system went. I changed out the white cord that was on there and went with some smaller, like 300-pound paracord, but it had a smaller diameter. I had extra. I bought 2 of them, and I put enough on there. But it's a paracord, but it's real thin. But the stuff that was on there, which I saved, it was a braid of some kind, but it was like this, a nylon type little deal. So I took it all off, changed it. This wasn't that much money, and I wanted to go with it. I got crap everywhere. 90% of this stuff here is for the kayak. But I think that's what you're talking about on the bike. Yeah, I've got them here. Show you one of them. It was on that deal. I blew up one yesterday. They were nice bright colored yellow, and it goes on either side. So I think that I'm going to be. I think I'm going to be okay. Like I said, I'm going to have somebody there. So in case I'm drowning, they can come save my ass. But like I said, I should be okay with the with those, and it should be semi stable. Like I said, I didn't build the thing to stand up on and try to fall off the damn thing. Keep my fat ass sat down in there. I bought a paddle that it's this big, and then it extends out to about like this long, just in case I need to move around, which I will. Like I said, I haven't really tried the 18-pound. I'll put that on there. I'm hoping that it does okay, but because like I said, unless I'm out and some strange windstorm, tornado pulls up, I'm not going to go out on the lake or the reservoir or wherever I'm at. I'm just not going to do it. There's no reason to. So if it moves me around good with a little breeze is fine. I'd like to have a little breeze. That's why I bought the fan. And this is I'm buying a lot of stuff off of Temu, fishing stuff and lures and stuff that I think, but it's lithium type C. So I'll run a cord up to the canopy there. There's cross members, and that's where I'll like that clamp it to it and have it blowing on me. Because I'm not too bad in Thailand here now with just a little bit of a breeze, something to even with the high humidity, something to evaporate, and I'm fine. But I'm not going to sit there and do this for, no. You need to watch the video too. Yeah, I'll show you a mega banana. Yeah, that's it. But they're real cheap. They came with it, on the original thing. I'll show you you guys can get the gist if you remember. I know that you will. But where's a good one of the whole thing here? So that's the way it came. It came with a 50 amp hour lithium, not lithium, regular lead acid battery. The lithium ion that I bought weighs the same. He was a big guy too, and that's why I imagine he probably had the outriggers on there. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm going to carry 4 poles, 2 like trolling setup for trolling, and 2 set up with a bobber and a and a weight and a worm. And now that I have the property over here, you can buy these. I forget what they are. They're on Lasada. Let's see. Do I even have them? I got Temu open. They probably sell them on. Let's see if they sell them on Temu. Yeah, that Temu, man. I'll tell you, Logan. That's something you probably don't want to don't want to don't want to get it. You guys still there? Hoping. It'll. Yeah, I bought a crap load of stuff off of it. So okay, let's see. Let me just put night crawlers. All right. Night crawlers. Let's see what it comes up with. Plastics, real ones. Red worms, 50 piece. Those are not real. Put live. Anyway, what I can do is next door I can have my father-in-law build me a little a worm bed. They're not real hard to build or do. For some reason they're not coming up on here anyway. I know that. Let's see. Let me copy that. Let me open up hopefully did everybody go home? Let me open up my Lasada. I know they have mine. I can't remember if they're Russian or Israeli or something worms, night crawlers, but yeah, there's my wife's been going crazy with those fighting fish. She's bought 50 of them. Now I'm not going to find it. Anyway, you can buy them. Let's see. Anyway, I'll get off this because it's not going to happen. Can't remember where. No, it's not going to find them. All right, I'm back. Now I can see. Let me go to the comments. Oh, no one's commented. Everybody just leave? No. Hey, Jay. Is Jay East? Is that what? I think so. Or no, he might have left. I don't know. Somebody will know here, Mark. But yeah, and get that. So that way I can just go over there if I'm going away and throw them in a little container and take them with me. If not, there's other crap. I'm sure they'll eat shrimp and anything else I put on. But just a floating bobber, that's it. Sit there, and I got the anchors. They do make you can get real a 12-foot pole that grabs down into the ground, but it's expensive, and I'm not going to. I've got enough weight on there. I'm above the maximum now, but the kayak's pretty cool. I'm looking at it. It's right outside my. I got no room, man. The first thing I'm going to talk to the guy. The cousin that's fixing is the one that did the pool and the pond. I'm going to have a lot of work for him, so he needs to stop. He needs to cut back on the alcohol consumption and go to work. So I'm going to put him to work. But I'm going to build I think it's going to be 20. I got to figure it out, but it's going to be about 20 by 30 garage. So I'll have a big garage door on one side and then a man door on the other side, on one side, then have a nice bench and have it air conditioned and insulated. So I'm going to build it out of block. But it's not going to be anything, I'm not going to go crazy with the insulation or anything. I'll probably put PU in the roof and that's it. And I'll have a leaning roof. It's something simple, but a garage and closed so that, rats and snakes and shit can't get in and make a giant man cave. But I do miss like when I see Logan when he used to do the videos on the bikes or whatever, changing this or doing that, out in your garage. And I'm just used to that. That's like the United States to me is one step out your kitchen door and you're in your garage, right? Most of the time, detached garage sometimes, but whatever. I'm going to say 90% of them were one step out of your house and open a door and you're in your garage. But I kind of miss that. So I'll build it, and then after I croak, the old lady can do what she wants to. But I can put the Forza in there. I can put the Shadow in there. I can put a couple of my scooters in there. I can put my truck in there. The trailer is still going to be under a lean-to outside, covered, but not enclosed. And I'll be happy. You need to get back to. I enjoyed watching them, Logan. I like the moto vlogs too. Why would you need anchors on a lake going out? No, but it even with a light wind, those kayaks are so light, and mine has that canopy with the 200-watt solar panel on the top of it, which is going to act kind of like a sail. So even if it's a light wind, it's still going to be hard to hold in a position, especially if I'm just sitting there. Now, if I've got room to, it's all like 6 foot deep or whatever, I could just float and do whatever I want. But the anchors, like I said you there, I think I showed you, they're cute. The things are only this long, and they actually, I found out, I measured it yesterday because I seen some of the guys with the bigger ones. These are only 1.5 pound, 0.7 kilo anchors, claw anchors. They open up, and they make a bigger one like that. I think it's 5 pounds, and they put it in like 3-inch tube PVC, and that's how you could just stow it. Right now, they could hang over the side when you're going, but when you have it there, anyway, it fits in 2-inch pipe, perfect. So I got to get me a piece of 2-inch pipe just for when I stow it. I can put it there. The front one, it's on you'll see it in the video. It pulls up and it'll just go right in the front compartment. But most of that stuff's got to come off if I'm going camping. So I'm only going to take if I'm going 3 or 4 days, then I'll take the kayak. If I'm just going for a day or whatever, like when I test it out, I'm throwing it in the back of the truck. 90% of the crap's still on it, and then get it out, slide it out the gate, put it on the wheels, and I can move it around. But it shouldn't be a problem. The thing only weighs. The reason that I got the smaller one was it only weighs 50 pounds without anything on it, and I could actually slide it up on the top of the truck, which I have to. That's why I have the winch to load the 125. It's because if I go by myself, I got to be able to do this stuff by myself. So I'll do that. But when I do the test on it, which I'm thinking maybe in a week or so, I'm going to go to the place right here in Surin that I went to, and pay the lady for overnight, but just go there in the morning with the truck and just fart around with it. I'll either take the cousin, or I'll go on a Saturday, torture my wife and make her go with me and hang out or something. I probably should have somebody there, especially the first time, because I don't know what's going to happen, how stable it's going to be when I get it out there. Granted, the freaking thing, I'm guessing, I don't think the place is deeper than 10 feet. I had a cousin that drowned in 2 feet of water. It was 6'2" in Georgia a million years ago. So it doesn't take much to drown if you're panic and cramping. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of fun, and it's you can do it semi reasonable. Because what is that? I don't know what, $600, 20,000 baht. I don't even know. I don't know what's the baht at these days. Let me go over there. I'm seeing 33.7. So I don't know what did I do. I went the wrong way. I think I'm going to have about 20,000 in it, divided by 34. 588 bucks. So if you buy a used one and that's set up for, you don't even have to do all that shit. You don't. I've got an awesome awning there that's on tent sticks that doesn't have anything on the front, just a string tied down in the front, and it's roundish, comes back and just goes in the rod holders, and it's a piece of cake. It's light. It takes 2 seconds to hook up, so you could have cover. And I mean, with a 100 amp hour battery, if or even the 65, I'm going to check and see. You can troll all day and probably still have battery. So I just like the idea of being able to have the thing charging up while I'm cruising around. And like I said, that 18-pound, plus the thing doesn't weigh anything per se. It's not like it's pushing a bass boat around or something. So I'm imagining a lot of people run the 18 and 24s on the kayaks. A lot of people run 55s and 58s too. But if I was to get into it and really liked it and was going to just go somewhere, where I could fit it on a trailer or whatever, and go someplace and just go kayak fishing and stay in a hotel, I'll probably get a 12 or 13 foot, fishing one, extra wide, so you could stand up if you really wanted to. And then if I get into it that way, it's still in my thinking, it's still in the realm of, it's not 150,000 to get an aluminum boat on a trailer. And I think it's a lot more fun. The kayak is. So we'll see. Big year in New Zealand. Great. I like New Zealand. I got to get there and check it. You want to know the reason? And tell me if I'm wrong or not. The reason that I like New Zealand is they don't have any poisonous snakes or spiders, I think, either. So I don't like snakes and spiders. Fishing with me. Yeah, yeah. And some of these guys, even here, and it's not 50,000, I don't know, what currency do you guys have in New Zealand? Your own? I don't even know. I'm naive. The only thing I watch one guy that does solo camping, and he's from New Zealand and does a lot of it in New Zealand, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, 50,000-60,000 baht, which would be a couple $1,000s or whatever, for pedal ones, and but yeah, you could spend a lot of money, I'm sure. But it from what I've seen, and I might get out there and just hate it, but I enjoy fishing, so I can't see that happening. But we'll see. And like I said, it should be pretty entertaining for you guys if when I do get out there and do it. I think it'll be fun to watch anyway. But yeah, so we'll see. So I've got to take the shadow over to what I'm calling the Thailand DMV and get them, because they've got to take it. So it is a New Zealand dollar and 20 baht to the dollar. Okay. But they, I've seen them. Oh, let's see, on Facebook. I know that they had some marketplace kayaks. Here's Randy. What did Randy say? I'll read his in a minute. You could still get a 10,000. I bought mine used, but I was trying to look and see one of the. Here's one 22,000 a feel free. That's probably a 12-footer. But they're all gone. The ones that were in here are gone now. They were 50, 60,000. They were, here's one 37,000. That's still under $1,000, isn't it? 900 bucks. Yeah. And that's a pedal one. What does it say it is? I don't know. But anyway, I'll get back here. It's something that if you don't have a ton of dough and you like to fish, you could do it. And if you have a truck, it's something you could get. And if you're into health and exercise, it's not a bad thing to be paddling. I didn't build this one this way. The stuff the way that the top's built and stuff like that, it's not for to be able to sit there and paddle. You still take the paddle out or you probably move, but there's stuff in the way. So there you are. I just saw your being in the same time zone. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Made it, but only for a minute. I was just started watching your video. You were standing in the master bathroom and started talking about something about rust, and then I got pushed to different direction, so I didn't get to finish watching it. But I know that you're coming. Are you coming this way, Randy? I know you sent me. I just looked over on. You had sent me a message. Are you Are you headed? Are you headed this way with Robert Mack? But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Kenny will get a kayak. You like fishing, Kenny, or what? I think you like fishing. I'm gonna go. I might go back to that one once I get the kayak fixed, done, and like the way everything's working out. I might go to the one in Sisaket, but this one in Sarin is 15 minutes from here, so I can throw it in the back and go out there and throw it in the water and at least do a bunch. Yeah, maybe there's fish out there. I don't know. It's just when I went there, it's in their province or whatever it is, Providence province. They all it's like common land, so everybody in there kind of owns part of this what they're trying to make a campground, and it's nice. It's perfect, whatever. They're nice people and everything, but out there you can only fish certain places because I guess they want. I don't know, but when they told me you can't fish over here, I didn't end up doing any fishing. But my father-in-law did, but he didn't. He's Thai. He did whatever he wanted to do. But it, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. Yes, we're gonna. Okay, cool. Seen this guy in New Zealand who fishes from his kayak as a Tuesday go on a shot in the south of that. Yeah, I forget the name of the guy. You've got to know him, or if you watch that kind of stuff. I watch a lot of solo bike camping, catching cooks, and solo camping, whatever it is. But he's got like 3 or 4 different vehicles. Um, he had a couple of dogs die. He had a dog for a long time. I felt bad for the guy. He broke down on there. He had his dog die, and then he bought some new one. I think, and one of the new ones got sick or something. He had a terrible run with a couple of dogs. I felt for him, but maybe you know who I'm talking about. But he's out of New Zealand. If you put it in there, he bought one of those Japanese camping rigs, and does tent camping. He does everything. He's got camps out of his truck and sets up all new different stuff. It's pretty cool if you like that stuff. I wish I could remember even the name of the channel, and I can't. But I don't know, the kayak stuff. I've been watching some of it, obviously every time you know, Logan will get a kayak. Every time I do, I'll stop in the middle of it and go, boy, I'd like to have one of those. I've got like 3 pairs of these now because I've liked different ones, and so I bought 3 different pairs and lippers that you can grab the fish with. But I needed 2. I'm starting a fishing box that you can actually sit on. It was going to go in the back of the kayak, but I bought a smaller one because it was too big. It's got rod holders on it, and it'll be cool. You just carry one thing and go. You can put everything you wanted, even if you want to put a couple of drinks and a sandwich in it. Giving you advance. Hold on. Why did this all of a sudden stop working? Fish my whole life. Had boats. Yeah, you have to check out the kayak, man. It's kind of cool. And like I said, although there was a couple of 100,000 baht, you could get a little aluminum boat. The only thing with the aluminum boats and with the on a trailer and all that kind of stuff, with the gas motor, I asked the guy, well, what do I need to be legal? Well, you don't have to really worry about that. So that made me nervous. A couple of guys told me that, so I shied away from looking for that. But the kayak might be kind of fun. I don't know. You have to check it out. And you can check out this one if you want to see if you like it or not. Giving you advance warning to leave your house, turn out the lights and lock the doors, or hop in your vehicles and head out. What you guys you're leaving? God, oh, I know what I did. I hit this, didn't I? Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe the battery died. I think you guys are coming from Pattaya, right? From Pattaya to here is, what is it? Huh? Huh. Well, it's not a battery. Let me shut it off. Um, if you guys are leaving from there, it's 6 hours, but I think you guys will probably stop and do all sorts of kind of touristy shit, right? Yeah, a little under 7. I don't know. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. Just build out. I was looking at these guys. What was it called? Money Pit something or other. And they built a pontoon boat and put a enclosure on the top of it and put a bunch of solar panels on the top and a big ass solar or 3 horsepower electric motor on the back of it, and they go around cleaning the river. I just found these guys. I haven't seen them before. Yeah, I don't know. I know that you were talking about it when we were in Sisaket, but I'd like to try it. Like I said, to me, it's something to do. Instead of just sitting there in the campsite or sitting next to the rod, I could actually be out tooling around. Because I will. I'll pull a little crankbait of some sort, and go around. Maybe something else will bite it. I don't know. It's kind of weird trying to figure out what the fish do here in Thailand. It's not like there's a bunch of English speaking people out there doing videos on fishing in Thailand. There are a few, but not a bunch. So yeah, you got to let me know when you. What did you put in your? I didn't look and see what you put in your. You gave me world's second most beautiful island. What was that? And you, you have a picture of me on. Yeah, I gotta. You guys will crack up. I did find it. I asked you guys before if you wanted to see. Hold on, let me get back here. The pictures of me with um with actually hair, black hair, sort of black. This is one. This is that's the day I got married. That's my wife that passed at our house in Aqua Dulce. This was at the same house. I'm gonna guess 2 or 3 years later, and look at how much gray I got. Could it be from being married or just my lifestyle? Looked like I just got off the motorcycle, which I did. But I thought maybe you'd get a kick out of that. But especially this one, I don't even see a gray tinge in there anyway. I don't remember how old I was when I got married. 40, 30, 38. I don't know. Maybe I was younger than that. Here I want to say I was 40, 42 maybe. Old. So anyway, hopefully you guys got a kick out of that. Hey, brother Ron, how you doing? Yeah, I had a lot of fun when I was growing up. That wife, I've had so many. Uh, she was a good one, man. She was, uh, she was a royal pain in the ass, but she taught me, uh, she taught me a lot about how to be a good person. Not have to be an asshole all the time. And Nipnoy just took right at the reins, took over right when I met her. So God bless them both. Yeah, and I don't have that many, Ron. I mean, I didn't like getting my picture taken for one thing. Um, I mean, I'm sure you could go back and find a lot of ATF and pictures that they have when we were going on rides and stuff. vans coming up next to you, doors sliding open, and cameras and click, 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 and they probably got a million pictures of me. I don't think I have one. I don't think I have one picture of me on a bike that I could remember, and that's all I did was ride. But yeah, they were uh, they were a fun group of people, the FBI and the ATF, and I'm being facetious. Yeah, surveillance. Hilarious. But they both turned me. I was definitely at the point that this one here uh, said, you're screwing up. You're gonna either I don't want you to leave me, and you're gonna either die or you're gonna end up in jail forever. And and I said, okay, you're probably right. And I stopped, and moved up to Northern California, and best thing I ever did. Um, there for almost 20 years, and then she passed. But it was she did, and like I told you guys the story before, she'd have her Christian people from church out at the house, and I'm F this, F that, and this effer, and that, every other word. And you don't realize when you're doing it. I do now because I think about it, because I want my grandkids and their kids and their kids to let's look at crazy grandpa and hear what he has to say on what he said 20, 30 years ago on YouTube. And I don't want it to be full of nasty language, So, but back then she had to tape me, and she sat me down and said, "Here." And I went, "Wow." I said, "Okay, all right, I'm going to do my best." And she always gave me encouragement too. "You're doing really good." You only said F you 10 times when normally you said it 150. And now I get it down. And I don't. If I'm just around a few people that I know, I'll probably throw F-bomb stuff. And I don't know why. I don't know, because I guess I talk like a sailor. Hey, what's up, Jared? How are you? Glad you could stop by. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself a favor and subscribe to JR's family. But still thinking about getting to over where you're at. I got to figure it out, because I purposely, when I redid my visa again, I got the multiple entry deal last time, and I didn't use it. I used it one time. Uh, and like I think Chuck said, and I'd say, or whatever, it's 1,900 baht each time you do it, go out in and out. So if you're going to go in and out more than 3 times, the 3,800 for the multiple entry is the way to go, and what to do. But I always do it just in case. I've heard horror stories that some guy stumbled across the border and, oh shit, I didn't do it. Now I had to go. Not that it's a horror story. Just have to go and you have to get your visa. It's your visa is now null and void. It doesn't matter whether you got it 2 days ago. But I do want to come there. Probably come there alone. Any place that I got to fly, Laos and Cambodia, which I don't know if my wife wants to go to Cambodia. They're like within driving distance for me. Not that I would drive in, but stop and then take a bus. And I'll probably do that on the weekends with my wife, or take a 3 or 4 day deal. But if I'm going to fly somewhere, I'm going to stay a week, and she just can't do that. 20 goes by fast. I've been married 17. Yeah. Really fast, Ron. Really fast. You're about to too, huh? Oh, cool. You guys you haven't given me a countdown in God knows how long. So you haven't been, you've been on and off. You probably been busy living your life, but both of you. But give us a countdown. I know it's 2 years and something, but only proof you're not stupid. Good for you. Yeah, man. Out of all the women that I've been through in my life, and a lot of them, most of them one night stands and stuff, but some girlfriends and stuff, all of them were just the wrong choices. all of them except for this one, and that's how I know that she had something to do with putting me with Nitnoy, because I couldn't have picked Nitnoy by myself. I'd have got some, it was my lifestyle back then too, running around in topless bars and stuff like that. And you had a tendency to, hook up with the dancers. And were they fun? They were a freaking kick. I had a ball growing up, but I always picked the wrong women to call a girlfriend or whatever. But I got over almost 30 years with her, and if I don't die, I'll probably have 30 with Nitnoy. Hey Rob, how you doing? Hope you're well. With the mold hit Cambodia and Laos, easy way to get for you. Dang awesome. Yeah, I just don't. I have to check into some of these places here because I know nothing about. I haven't checked into traveling there. Don't know where to go. Don't know nothing about them. But that's not a. I mean, I sit in this office out here from 4:30 in the morning. Pretty much half the day. I got plenty of time to do what I want. It's not like I'm not retired or something. So I've got plenty of time to do stuff. So, but I want to start doing a little bit of traveling. I feel better. I've kind of got the everything's under control now in the body. As long as I stay away from doing stupid shit, and it's all me. I mean, I know when I'm doing it. This can't be good. But, I'm just stupid enough to just keep doing it. Again, you go back to that thinking that you're superhuman. I thought I was Superman until I got to Thailand and got my ass kicked um, by pneumonia, and then atrophy, and how frail is the human body. I thought the human body could take a lot of abuse. I've since changed my opinion on that. It doesn't take much to die, you know, not much at all. Uh, so I do want to do some traveling. Some people say Cambodia is okay to go to. My wife doesn't think so. I want to go to Laos because isn't Laos the one that's got the I want to go on one of them supersonic freaking trains. I don't want to go into China. Have no, no, I don't want to do it at all. But I'm imagining, if I'm thinking right, Laos has or Laos, I don't know. I call it Laos. Has the speed train. I just want to take it from one point to another point and then stay and take it back and then come home, and see Laos, spend a couple of days. But my wife might go. It's hard to, especially now with this new land. She just likes to stay home, man. She just as soon hang out and plant her plants, and now she's into these betas. I call them the Chinese fighting fish. She started out had 5. There's 24 of them in my bathroom now in little boxes that every 3 days she takes 20 boxes out to my pond or her pond, sets them all up, empties the water and fills it up with pond water every 3 days. That's what the people told me. You got a good pond? You've got good water in there? Use the pond water. Okay. So she's into that, but she just as soon hang. She likes to camp and stuff. She likes to be with the kids and the family. But she busts her ass. I don't, working, 5-6 days a week, and she's home for a couple of days. I don't blame her. Um, I enjoyed getting away when I was working. I do everything possible to get away, but she enjoys her house. She's in a house that she thought she would never have. She has the things that she never thought that she would have in her life, and now she has them, and she wants to enjoy them. So I don't blame her. The people in Laos, they speak Lao. Is that how it goes? I know that Chuck just did their thing because I watch Chuck pretty much every day. I catch him at 4 or 6 o'clock when it pops up, and you pop up about the same time, Kenny. And he asked his mother-in-law what it's called, and she said Lao. So I don't know. My got my 28-year-old with 2 boys moving home. Dad's in jail. You're stuck now. There he is. You pick up leaves. Did you get enough food to eat? What are you doing? Soggy Thai Farm. Yeah, I haven't gotten Chuck Trolls with the Laos. Yeah, he yeah, he's got a thing about Lao or Laos or whatever. But and so the fastest new train in this goes from to the China border and into China, and it's totally Chinese made. Can you get out and not go in and turn around and come back? Do you know, Jr.? But I'd like to do that. I don't know how long. I just want. I don't know if I'll be alive when they finish the one here in Thailand. The way that they're moving along on some of it, they've got most of that road. What is it? 6 now open. I took it the other day, but I'll tell you what, man. I screwed up. I got down. I came from Pachuap Kurikon. Went across that. You had to jump off and get back on a little road. A mile that they don't have fixed yet, and back on for 20 miles and kicked ass all the way down there. And I missed my turn getting off to get to Ubon or Udon. Ubon. Udon. No, not Udon. God, my mind's gone now. Anyway, when I got back on, it said I had to go 20 kilometers before I could turn around. And they don't have all the centers in. And I took the truck and jumped down in there and turned around and came back and went on it. But probably could have got in trouble for that. But that road they're almost done with. It goes to a Korat, and it's pretty close to being done. And I think that they will get done on that train. But you can stay within Lao. Forget the city town name. But okay, cool. I'm gonna check into it and see. You had a leaf blower vacuum. Oh, okay. Logging into trailer trash. I got to find out. I still, even with my wife's password and trying to get into it, I put it in her name and under her uh, email and all that, and I can't get it back. I had it for the longest time. All I did was just click on it. I'd go there and did it. And something happened into my computer and it went away. But Rob, that doesn't seem like a fight you want to end up with. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Okay, so um, so anyway, so that's done. So I want to do that. Like I said, I've got major thing. I can hear the pool going on, so he's here. Um, he's gonna fill it up now. The back of it's open all the way behind it. All that PVC that had the little air nozzles and jets that went in. That's what it was leaking from down below that. So now he'll fill that in, pack that in, and now I want to get the pool because during that time when we see those 11C mornings and cooler days, it's too cold to get in. I guess I've been in Thailand too long. I mean, you could force yourself to do it, but now when the other day when it was 40, I'd have jumped in, no question. I'd like to get in there because I move around a lot more and I could do some stuff in there to stay active. But now with this over here, like I said, I've got the garage going. I'll have a lot of stuff to do, but I want to get out. Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and the Philippines, I think, are my top list. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to go and visit JR and see. All right, sure will. I have to put together two tested jars. Religious, I pray. Yeah, I would see here in Thailand. I would hire somebody to put it together for $2 and have them do it. The same way with the bikes. Now the guy, I gave him the carburetor. He bought the 600 baht fuel pump. He's had it for 3 weeks. He's driven it for 2 or 3 days. He put on the running boards. He put on the highway pegs. He did all that. So how much do I owe you? He came and brought it to me. last night. He only lives around the corner from here, 2 minutes. 1,500 baht. Now, yeah, how can you do that? Oil changed on the Forza from Honda, 230 or 260 baht. No, I'm not going to break a sweat. I do with the kayak. The reason that I did it out here and try to do it in the morning, and that is because of the temperature. If I do get the garage, then I'm going to have the kayak in there. I'll suspend it from the ceiling. If I want to work on something, I turn the air conditioner on and work on it. I just can't stand out in the sun blazing down on me. No, I'm too old. Hey Maui, how's it going? The IKEA stuff assembled to cost 10% of what the item comes worth it. Yeah, it's hey Maui, how's it going? Hey Al, how are you? You still here? Are you back in Canada, right? I think. But yeah, so I don't know. So I got to get that. I'm looking forward to taking that. I haven't talked to Chuck. I still got that freaking crab, and I still I want to take the bike. I want to take this bike. I'm gonna ride it for a little while, but I think as soon as I get ready to go there for one night to give him the crab, he's probably gonna take off and go to Koh Chang. I would imagine I'd be getting out as soon as I possibly could to go to Koh Chang. I wouldn't mind going there, and I might take the Forza and go there. Hey CJ, how you doing? So no. I I ain't doing none of that. But some of the stuff that I see, like the stuff I've had a lot of fun on the kayak. I've got a little stool. It's on stands. I set on my little stool, and the kayak's right here, and I could do 90% of the stuff and get off of my knees and stuff. And the temperature's been nice. I haven't had a problem with that. I enjoy doing that crap, and you'll see in the little video that I'll put out. I'm gonna try to put it out in the morning, probably tomorrow morning, and it's gonna be just of what I've done. So finishing up the battery, finishing up the electrical, installing the bimini top and the solar panel, the anchorage, the anchor systems, a bunch of stuff on there. But it's 99% ready to go out and try, and that's going to be the fun video. I'll let you guys know ahead of time if I went down. It could be the Titanic because I'm over on weight, 30 pounds over the rated capacity, but I have the outriggers. I'm hoping I'm going to be okay. It's not, this kayak is only 10 feet long. It's actually a little bit under 10 foot. It's a river kayak. It's made to maneuver. It's made to, for small bodies of water. It's not an ocean kayak. You could take it out calm days. It wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I'm not going to put myself in any life-threatening, positions. Let's see. Who's got a question, Roger? Oh, sorry about that. Question. How do you get it out of your backyard? The guys that are working on the pool. They're the ones that brought it back here, especially now. Of course, I'm going to have to break it down to get it out. At least most of it. I'll take the top off. I'll take the battery out, and then the two guys can lift it out of here. Yeah, that's the only thing that made me want to do it. I'm a lazy bastard. I don't want to do this, this kind of crap. I do have a little paddle to move around. Yeah, I could put it in the pool, CJ. But the one place here in Surin, I'll probably take him with me anyway, and it's easy access right in and out of the reservoir there, and it's a pretty big reservoir. It's not bad. It's perfect test ground for it. The one that we went to the last time was huge, and I can't remember exactly where that one was. I think it was out towards Ubon. In fact, I know it was. in between Sisaket area out there. It was huge, and that one I'll do a 3 or 4 day, take the trailer, have to get it down off the roof. I'm trying to think of some other ways to load the deal. I saw a couple of deals on YouTube where they've taken like 2-inch PVC and put it up to the rack, and then they've taken a winch deal and gone over to the other side of the truck, and then pulled it up the PVC and onto the top racks, which would work out good for me because I almost have to dish. In fact, I know for me to be able to get it off the top of the truck, I need to pretty much take it off the trailer and take the kayak off. So because I just soon leave the truck on there. That's why I have the 125. So if I want to run into the 7-Eleven, if I want to do this or do that, I can do it. So I'm going to try to see about if I can make something to make that work. All you need to do is just have something to winch it off to there, or maybe it's only 50 pounds. I might be able to pull it hand over hand up there and do it. We'll have to see. So, you're all right. Full video, yeah, I know. Especially if I go out. If I did it in the pool and the pool was full, I'd probably fall out of the damn thing because it's not that deep. Over where I'm planning on doing it, I'm only up to my middle of my calf, where I'm going to be getting into the thing, and I'm just going to sit down on it and then move in. So I should be okay, but it will be hilarious to watch either way. Thanks, Logan. All this is going to still goes to the wife and to the kids in Thailand, just to let you know. That's in your bathtub. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's going to be a learning experience, Ron. Like I said, I'm going to get in there and see what it's like. Yeah, and the outriggers make it a lot more stable. So I'm glad that it had those on there because I probably wouldn't even have thought about that. Somebody else. You're ready to weld? Cool. So yeah, it should. No cutting out the good parts. I don't know, man. I'm going to try not to because if I think they're funnier than shit, I'll probably keep them in. But I'm hoping that I don't fall out of the thing. Plus, I don't want to turn the thing over either. I mean, I've got a lot of money in that lithium ion in the solar system. I've got quite a bit of money in that. But like I said, that one canopy would have been fine. That I said is just like a tent pole, easy, sets up in 2 seconds, and you have shade. That would be the major thing that I would be convinced about or worried about going out in the kayak. And then just have it motor powered. That's a given. But a 12 or a 14-foot kayak that you can pull in your boat or get a trailer for, or have a trailer made. It would, loading it in and out. I'd probably get a trailer. If I go and really want to start fishing all the time, I'll probably get a 12 or 13-foot kayak, set it up. I'm not going to be in both kayaks at the same time. So for me to get another 2,000 baht solar panel and build a cover for it, then I just take that battery pack that you saw me build and put it in one kayak and take it to the other. So that's easy. So that saves me a bunch of money there. But I think I would. I mean, I don't know, man. I got to get out of the house. And I used to do it all the time with the aluminum boat and go and trolling for trout, but I was close to the lake. I was only, 3 miles from Bass Lake. So, but I'll have to see. First, I got to get out and see if I'm even going to like it. I might be selling everything and be done with it. Although I'll probably keep it around. The kids would probably have an absolute ball in it. Although if I'm going to do that, I probably should get a 2-1 and they can go in it and set it up for them. We'll see what happens. I think, but they're tiny, and I thought the same thing. But there's nothing there. Once they grab, I mean, it those things are so light. I think it's going to be all right. I've got two, so we'll see. But I seen the way I did watch how you got to get back in this thing if you dump it. I just can't see me being able to first flip it over. You got to get the rope and pull it and flip it over. Then you've got to make a foothold for yourself, put your foot in it, and then try to get up and dive on your belly. And you got to have your belly land in the middle of the thing. And then you've got to get on your ass. Once you get on your ass, you're all right. I don't think I can get my fat ass up there. So I'm going to be swimming from where I'm going to be able to roll it over. And I'm going to be able to hopefully get the trolling motor to work so I can hang on to it and turn the trolling motor on and have it drag my ass back to where I'm going. I'm not going under the, so I probably won't be doing much ocean kayak fishing. If I have a 14-foot or 13-foot, a big ocean kayak, I would. But I would, again, I would do whatever I got to do so I don't flip the damn thing over. Hello. Hey, Tommy, what's up? Name for the kayak. Yeah, I should too. I'll let you guys do that. Yeah, the anchors are pretty cool. You got to see this. It's done now, pretty much. Like I said, the one that I mounted it. What I've got to do is I mounted it to a track on there, and what I want to do, and I've seen a couple of other guys do it. They mounted those reels on a cutting board, a plastic thick cutting board, that was only yay wide, and then mounted that on the track, and it stiffens it up a lot. I noticed these are going to break. I can tell. So I've got to do that, but I've already got that in my mind to do it. Just, yeah, I should. I got my little, my floating vest. I've got to put the CO2. I probably should do that now. When you buy the vest, they don't. It's really weird. We can't ship the vest with the CO2 cartridge in it. You got to buy the CO2 cartridge from somebody else. I bought the CO2 cartridge from somebody else. They didn't have a problem shipping it to me, So, but the vest deals, and like I said, they sell these things really cheap, and they blow up when you hit it. Everything opens, and it's Coast Guard approved, and it's not bulky at all. I like it. I did find a regular ski vest that fit my fat ass, and it fitted to where it wasn't nothing stupider than seeing some fat guy like me, and he's got this little floating deal on it, and all that's going across his big fat stomach is the plug in the straps. So you got a gap. This one pulls all the way up to where it should be. And I bought it. And I bought it sight unseen off of Lasada. I just bought the biggest one they had, a quadruple X or whatever it was, but it fit good. And I like it because if I'm going someplace, I can float in it in the ocean. Not that I can, you can float without it, but I can just put it on and I'm good. Yeah, like a double. Yeah, you're probably right. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Morning to you. But I'm digging the kayak. Like I said, it's pretty cool. If my camera was a little bit longer, I'd take you guys out there. This thing's crooked, isn't it? Oh, now I'm crooked the other way. How's the sound, by the way, Logan? Does it sound like crap? But I'll make you watch the 10-minute video that I'm going to do after I get done with this. And like I said, I won't. You can not watch the intro. I get people telling me, "Why do you have the intro on there? It's too long." Don't watch it. And if you've been watching my videos, it's about a minute long. So go a minute into the video and turn it on. It's not a hard thing to do. Hey, David, how you doing? When the outriggers are on, I don't think you can fly. I don't think so. I think it'll be hard to do. Put it that way. I'm with you on that. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna push any limits, man. I'm just too old. I finally figured out in my infinite wisdom that I'm old bastard, man. And if I don't watch what I'm eating and lose some weight and take care of myself, I'm not going to live, what my wife, she'd like me to live 20 years. I know. She wants to live to be 100. That ain't going to happen. But 20 years would be nice. I'm 68, 78, 88. My mom was in pretty good shape at 88. About 88 is when she started to go down. 2 years. She went bad. But we'll have to see. Stay well, I guess. All right, Tommy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm not going to go too much longer. It's been an hour and 15 minutes already. I wasn't even going to do an hour, but I'm having fun. But like I said, I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the kayak thing. If you have any questions, I know some people that are new to the channel. This is a Thailand channel per se. We talk about everything from colonoscopies to stuff here in Thailand, which colonoscopies apply. And, but if you have questions about visas and stuff, and from my 6, almost 7 years being here and a lot of people in the chat, they can answer. And again, I'll tell you, no matter what channel you're listening to, always go to the government website and verify what you've been told. And things vary here in Thailand. You probably heard it from a bunch of people. What I do to go down and get my visa here in Surin isn't going to be the same that's going to happen to you wherever you're at, unless you're in Surin. And that might be different if you don't go on the same day, the same time that I went. But it's just part of being in Thailand. It isn't that much big of a deal. If you're really high strung, which I was pretty much really bad, and I haven't learned completely with a lot of stuff. My wife's training me, not this one, but my new one, on how to be sabai. I know what it is, and I take off my hat when I go into immigration or any place that, and I'm respectful to the Thai people, and I've always had nothing but good things. Get it back tenfold, even from them. Because like I said, if you go in there and you act like an asshole, they'll just smile at you and, oh yeah, we're going to help you when hell freezes over. And I don't understand a thing you're saying, but I know your face and I'm never going to do anything for you. Yes, have a good day. And but on the other hand, if you do, like I said, oh, you told me yesterday you needed this paper, but you need this one? Okay, I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, no. Just go right out the door, make a left, 2 doors down, go in, ask for Bob, and put it, and come back. And you don't have to wait in the line. I'll see you. And you go, that's the kind of stuff that you get back. So it took you 2 days to get your retirement visa for 365 days, and if you got a significant other or somebody, granted, if you want to hire a company and spend the money and you've got the money, spend the money. But if you know somebody, it's 1,900 baht. That's it, for a year in Thailand. And if you want the multiple entry, it's 3,800 more. But, it just be respectful and in Thailand and you'll get away. But any kind of questions that you have, and even if you don't want to go in there, send me an email, put it in the comments of the video. I try to go over them all. I try to answer all the comments. Hopefully I'll be able to do that forever. I know a lot of people. I know even I saw Uncle Craig saying on his figures on getting money from the United States Social Security deal. You're getting close to busting 100,000 views and 300 or some odd comments and stuff. So when you're doing that, or if you're a bigger YouTube, like I use Chuck all the time as a deal, but like that, he's got 70, 80,000, subscribers and stuff like that. It's hard to do it, man. It's impossible to do, put it that way. Just with me, I'm going backwards. When we started, I think we were at, where it's hilarious. We were at 2,720 or something like that. And let's see, let me go studio. 2,698. Lost 2 people in the last 28 days. So it's going backwards. It started at, which is okay. So I know it's never going to be I don't think it'll ever get to a point where I won't be able to answer people's comments, which is fine with me. Wow, very good, very cool. That's good. Um, then blew up his lawn, but that's good, you know. I mean, it's great. I just I don't know. I mean, the most that I've gotten is on that freaking Forza. I think it's I don't know 30, 20,000. It still gets the most views. If I look at that channel dashboard, I've got 3 deals there. They're none of them my top videos. Uh, a live stream, 81 views. The Solar Kayak Part 2, 63 views. And the third one is the Forza 350 new accessory, has 11 views. It gets the most views every every time, every month. It's hilarious. People love that video. I don't know how many it has now. I should have clicked on it, but that's I think the most that I've gotten. I'm going to click on it and see. 3,000 or 38,600 views, and that made $46.83. And how old is it? It's 3 years old. I think it's 3 years old. So, wow, that's very good, man. That's awesome. And you jumped up like a couple of thousand, right? But if you get them there and it was for a hot topic and now they're interested in Thailand or stuff like that, they're going to stay. Why wouldn't they? You make good videos. So 5% of our subscribers. Yeah, I don't know. I quit going over what goes and what doesn't go. And like I said, my biggest thing now on YouTube, have fun with you guys. The core people are here. They're always here. You guys are awesome. But the 100 or 200 that actually watch the videos and watch the live streams and stuff like that, that's I enjoy it. I have a good time. And like I said, I'll still do it as long as I'm having a good time. But the other thing is the people that are in the United States that are 65 years old and lost their significant other of 30, 40 years and think life is done. It doesn't have to be. And that's the people that I want to get with. You want to stay at home and sit in your house. I could have done it. No problem. Wait to die. Not a big deal. But you could have a life. It is possible. I'm living freaking proof of it. And 6, 7 years ago, if you told me that, I would have said you're full of shit. And but those are the ones I'd like to get. So if you know somebody that is like that, have them email me. Send something. Get on there. If you don't like talking in the chat, email me and I'll rap. It's cool. I dig it. It's fun stuff. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, it is. It's a low key, no drama, no nothing. We just kind of hang for a while. Pretty soon, Uncle Craig won't talk to us at all. He'll stick his nose up to us and go, "Oh, you people with a couple thousand subs, you're nothing." I'm just kidding. Good people, man. Everybody that's on this channel and every person that I've met uh, are just been awesome people. We had a great time. Greg's a great guy. Jake's a great guy. Ron's great. All the people. Douglas I met for the first time, and his wife. I had an absolute ball. It was a pleasure to meet them. I'm still want to get. I'm going to make a couple of changes on the trailer. I think I'm this close to having that thing dialed in. I think I want to add 2 leafs to it and put 16-inch tires on it. I've got to do the weight distribution. My wife and my mother-in-law, when they load the trailer, they don't understand about weight distribution and what it does to the trailer. But I think I'm real close. I still want to get out. I've got that trip in April for the family deal. After that, I think I'll definitely be in touch. Dave, did you and your former sons talk about overseas retirement and was the plan stay in Cali until she passed away? What it was I built a big ass garage, half of which I had was state of the art hydroponics. The other half was built with 18, well, there was 18-foot eaves, big giant roll up door so that I could stick a diesel pusher in there. It was 60 feet long and 30 feet wide. And most of the common ones are 60 by 40s. I couldn't fit the 40 feet where I wanted to put it. I put it there. So our plan was originally to start picking out uh, countries to go to, spend a month, 2 months. Actually, I wanted to spend 6 months. Their warm season or their nice season, whether it be Costa Rica, Thailand, Panama, just pick places and start doing that. And then the other 6 months of the year, hop in the big ass diesel pusher and tour the warm parts of the United Texas, the southern route, California, Oregon, during the good time of year. That was the original plan. Um, Bummer it didn't work out. It's not a bad plan. If I was in a different situation, it probably would be. I would still be open to doing that if I was with somebody in the States. But I think obviously if I would have stayed at home, I would have died anyway. So it would have it wouldn't have been good. Yeah, I would think that they could have clicked on it just for that video, but they had to, even watching that video, know what your channel was about. So I think you're in good shape. I think you do good YouTube videos, way better than me. So I think you're in good shape. Dave, you ever wake? Dave, you wake up some seniors. Randy is here roaming Thailand because you. Yeah, I know. There are some people that are here, and that's cool. That's awesome. And I can't wait to meet them. And I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow. I don't know if they're still watching or whatever. But if they are leaving now, what time is it now? 9, 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll be here by dark. So I imagine they'll probably stop someplace and then we'll probably meet up in the morning. But I'm open for anything. I don't care. I'm easy. Let's see. No trouble. Yeah, it is a good group of people. And like I said, everyone that I met just been top notch people, man. Have you heard? No, it was his birthday. I did get notified it was his birthday 2 or 3 days ago, so I sent him a happy birthday. Um, I I I I heard through the grapevine that he's okay. So hopefully we get to see him do YouTube again, or maybe get the. I'd like to meet him here in Thailand. Yeah, it was just that what I wanted the big. Now I'm miniaturized, but back then I wanted the 45-foot, three air conditioner, Yo Mama, the all the bells and whistles and slides and everything. And you could buy them 2, 3 years old. A quarter of the price, and the people have like, you know, uh, 6,000 miles on them. They barely broke in. But that I think I would go a different way now, more on the van side, maybe a little bigger than the van, but definitely on all-in-one little Class C type, motorhome. A lot of the places they said, "Oh, well, you can't go." My friends, you can't get into this park, and you can't get into this, and they have a size limit on this one and that one. I said, I'm 45 feet long. I'll stop wherever I want and camp. I'm done. I'm fully self contained. I would have had 9 million solar panels on it. And, I could stop anywhere I want. But it didn't work out that way. Logan, did you answer me? Does this thing sound okay? Sounds better when I'm talking right here, but that's only in my ear. I think it's okay. Forgot to look. Ah, there they are. Yeah, I guess Randy was on a little while ago. I know you sent me a message a few days ago, and they're leaving this morning. So they'll be here tonight or tomorrow. I didn't. Andrew sent me an email and sent his new phone number. So, or I know you talked to him, whatever. But maybe we'll all get together tomorrow and go to what is it called? Fusion Burger? I don't know, that burger place. I haven't been back there since Bobby tried to ditch me, and I caught him by surprise. Just kidding. Um, you have a Starbucks waiting for the sizzler. I'd like to have a sizzler. If I if I if I had to err on the junkie, having something that's considered more on the junkie side, you could keep their Burger Kings, keep their McDonald's. I'd take a sizzler. I can go there and have a salad, you know. Uh, I'd love to have that, but I don't think it'll ever happen, Aaron Zern. And I think I live. Are you going to be here? I don't even know where you're at. I'm talking about Bobby and Jai. And in my little village of 7-Eleven, my wife. Yeah, but now they're going to be. Their claim to fame is going to be, we have that gigantic YouTuber. Uncle Craig lives in where we live. They might move a Sizzler there just because of you. You might want to write Sizzler. See, I'm up and coming on the YouTube circuit. I want to know if you could bring a Sizzler here. Maui had to leave. Did I miss Maui? Sorry, Maui. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm gonna go soon. There's still 16 of you diehards. Greeting. Hey, what's up? How's it going, then? Glad you could stop by. I just was thinking about you. The guy brought the shadow back. Where are you? I think I showed it to you last time you were here. This one. He brought it back. New carburetor. I got to get rid of the pipes. I think I'm going to run straight pipes, although my wife says it's too loud. But he brought it back. Sounds good. It's got a little bit of a lean pop in it, but he says he thinks it's the pipes. The pipes, the only time I've seen those pipes, and I just saw it the other day, were on a 400 Shadow. So they might be restrictive as hell. It could possibly be. He said the guy, whoever it was, modified them. But I think I might go, either I'm going to go with the stock exhaust, which is actually a 2-into-1, or get a aftermarket something. I got to figure it out. The pipes are pretty pricey, but I mean, I don't know. I've got 100,000 bought in it. And then I have this, but it has knobbies on it now, and changed the gearing, and I can't wait to go. I got to take it over. I did the exhaust and the intake, and they say I got to take it over to Honda and have them do something with the chip or something. So that's the update on the motorcycle side of things. But I'm looking forward to having to put running boards on it and highway pegs. And I'd like to take it for a little ride. My wife's not happy about it, but I think I might go. I don't know. I wish that. Well, it's about a 4 or 5 hour. I might go Chuck's way. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Vance and Hine has some really good stuff. Uh, I don't know about here. Hopefully they make knockoffs. It probably cost me more for Vance and Hine pipes than it did for the Shadow. But I'm really happy with the way it sounds. Like I told you, that motor is crisp, man. I'm the way it sounds. It's a good motor, and I'd like to get it out and run it. And I probably will. It's really hard now, man. I can't wear shoes. It drives me crazy, and I don't know. It'll be fine. I've been wearing thongs. I said thongs. Ah, that's what we called them when I was a kid, man. Um, yeah, I'd have to check into it. I did see just a set of straight pipes, and I don't think they were any particular um, name brand or anything. I wanted 17,000 baht for a set of straight pipes. I could have the guy down at the corner make me those. Yeah, and I mean, my feet are numb, from either diabetes or the medication that he's got me on, and it just anything on them, it's. Well, I do have a pair that I kind of like, those ones you can just slide into, and they're not Crocs, but they're kind of like that. They're open, half open, and they dry so you can go in the water. I got to start wearing those and getting used to wearing them. Uh, but that was the one reason that had him take the front pegs off, because putting your foot on a peg with sandals is sucks. And put it on the floorboard is like sitting on my Forza. I could sit there all day on my Forza, although my Forza is way more comfortable. But I like the sound and the look of the Shadow. I think it's awesome. There's an 1100, which is a drive shaft that a guy's trying to sell for 95, has been for a while, on Marketplace. I was thinking about buying that, but yeah, swelling too. But the swelling deal, that's when it knocked me down and I had to go to the doctor the other day. I went to Pachuca Currycon, went to Gift and Joe's wedding. Then when I came back, or when on the way there, I stopped in Hua Hin and saw Maui and ate Mexican food and stuff full of salt, and Burger King and McDonald's on the way back, and I screwed up myself, and I was having a hard time breathing. I was getting water again around me lungs. So have to see. Have you tried barefoot shoes? They're halfway between Uggs and sneakers. Might be. I have to look and see. Let's see. You can find them on Shopee. A few $100. They call them half? What do they call them? Do they call them barefoot shoes? If they do, I will. I will look. Hey, Patty, how you doing? A long time. Same old shit, pretty much. But I do have some, like I said, that are like they're water. They can take water, so I could wear them, in the water when we're camping or whatever the case may be. I really dig the 125. I got to do a video on that. I haven't got a lot of time on it, but I'm talking about the CT. I really like it. The kids, the little one, I was going to get to put on the back, but I think I'm going to keep the CT. It's awesome. But I'm going to let them learn what a manual clutch is all about, and I think everybody ought to know how to drive a manual car or manual motorcycle. So I'm going to make them do it when they come home here in Socron. Just shirts, barefoot shoes, okay, or barefoot sneakers. Okay, I will do that. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, because it's annoying, but like I said, even to have something on there, it's tough. Even sitting with them facing on the ground, excuse me, on the ground right now, it's annoying. Well, I I know my wife that passed. She took a thing for a medication. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm not getting enough sleep. That was supposed to help that, but my doctor, I don't know, he hasn't given it. And I asked him. I said, "Is it from the diabetes or is it from the medication?" He said, "Well, it could be the medication. We don't know. Some of the medication that I give you does or could cause that. So I don't know. I guess I'm screwed either way." Yeah, it's an awesome. Like, and they're coming down to where I don't want to say they're cheap, but they're down. I think I paid 98 or something like that, right under 100, and then I put about 10,000 worth of freaking racks and all sorts of shit on it that I didn't need. But you could buy them with all that stuff on them now. A couple of years old with hardly any kilometers. I've seen them for 60, around 60. Which I think is a good price. And again, it's all relative. It depends on, what money is to you. That's why I try not to say, "Oh, it was only this." I say that, and the poor Thai guy and, a wife that's watching watching me is going, I can live a year on that, So it's all relative. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. And I found that out when I first got, I think within the first year of being here in Thailand, I tried to cut back on saying, well, it was only 200 baht or it was only 3,000 baht. No, you're talking to people, or people are getting the message that are retired in Thailand and getting 500 baht a month. And you're talking about going and blowing 3,000 baht on something. So anyway, I'm getting on a tangent. Let's see. It's not the same as water shoes, right? They're usually called barefoot shoes, not okay, not okay. All right, barefoot shoes have a wide toe box so it doesn't press on your toes. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm like, my foot's only like an 11, but I have to get like a 12 to make it fit, because I could actually fit in a 10.5 triple E. As long as they're wide in the front, I could fit my foot in it. So, all right, let's see. My feet have been numb for 2 years. Can't wear socks or flip flops. Yeah, it sucks. Is that what they sell for there? Wow. Because I think they actually make some of the bikes here in Thailand, right? The Honda. I know they make the Forzas here. I don't know if they make the CTs or not. And hell, they might be making Harleys sooner or later, unless Trump gets hold of them and bust their stones, which he already is, I think, busting their stones. My wife complained about 350 baht for laundry because, yeah, like I said, the it's all relative, and I felt bad when I thought about it, because I thought about it on my own. I didn't have somebody tell me, you're insulting or anything. I just go, man, there's a lot of people that's a lot of money to. My wife told me when she first started working, she made 9,000 baht a month for TOT, working for the government 23 years ago, 24 years ago. So it's, I don't know. I try not to say that it's only this, it's only that, but everything's relative to what you have. I believe, it's just that way. The ground, they're made here too. Cool. Or they cost that much money there? No, I haven't. What kind of bike is it? You got a new bike? I don't watch him that much. I used to watch him a long time ago when he first started doing YouTube, and I haven't watched him much in the past couple of years. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what it was, because that was when Dana was here last time. We were talking about that 300 cc scooter. Um, I don't know. Like, still, I mean, unless I'd like to ride an ADV 750 or a Forza 750. I still want to build that freaking trailer. I've got 100,000 baht set aside to do it. Now I kind of know what it's going to cost to get it registered. But I'll wait when I'm done with the kayak. If I don't go completely ape shit crazy and God, I got to have one, but I want a 14-foot kayak. I want a trailer. I want to be able to take it, and I don't want to have to just only take it when I go camping. If I want to go fishing, then I'll probably take that money and put it into the kayak. But as of right now, I'd sure like to build that pop up, air conditioned trailer, solar motorcycle trailer. But I got to have somebody got to build me an aluminum trailer real cheap. So I got to find out. A CB 1300, really? I'll have to check it out. I test drove an ATV. It's not a horrible bike, just not for me. It's definitely not an ADV bike. It's more like a scrambler. Yeah, I think they made that ADV, and in fact, I think David even thought that it was going to be an off-road vehicle that he could take off-road. I like my Forza because I like that up and down screen. I mean, and the way it rides and stuff, and having no problems whatsoever, and being able to. Honda would be the definite bike that I would own here in Thailand anyway. Only because, like I said, you could break down anywhere and throw a rock and hit a Honda dealer. So it makes it nice. But that Forza, I got nothing but good things to say about it. Far from the way that it handles to the way that it rides, everything about it is a good thing. Now the new ones, I don't think they. I know the dashes are all digital now. Um, I don't know if they changed anything in length or height or anything. I didn't look into it. The ADV, it isn't tall. It's not a real ADV bike. Just yeah, just in the name. Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with that. Dave, you'll need to get a semi trail. Yeah, yeah, no shit, right, Justin? it, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, my biggest thing over here is I get my mother-in-law and father-in-law a place for themselves that they want. They've got the area. My wife's already growing mushrooms and all sorts of shit. I'll do a little video on that. It's kind of interesting. She built that. I think it cost 35 or 4,000 baht for labor and everything to build a structure to hold those and to hold the one rooster that we have. Although I think they're going to get some chicken. And then what did she spend? 3,000 baht for 500 packs of mushroom, that they grow. And so we'll see. And I guess you could sell them. I guess you could make money. I don't know. It's hard for me to think about making money when they go out, they make 1,000 baht. They're happy as hell. I don't feel the same way. So, but I let her do whatever she wants. But I want a approximately 20 by 30 garage with a garage door. I can pull my truck in, pull my bikes in, have a workbench, have an air conditioned, have a TV in there and a radio, music, and a giant man cave. I want that. So I'm going to start. I'll probably wait another 4 or 5 months, maybe until after the rainy season. Let that ground settle a little bit, and then build a garage. Um, Trying to do the best to retire in Thailand, but yeah, parents in their 80s, daughters with 2 kids moving in. I have to renew my passport without using it. Yeah, it is. It is. It's hard, man. It ain't easy. I'll tell you. Yeah, I like Lucas's review. He did a review on that one that Mark got. Um, Maybe you need to buy an old military truck and build an overland vehicle. Yeah, that would be nice too. I like some of them ones that that there's a name for the Japanese RV. That one guy that I was talking about earlier in New Zealand, he bought one. Mav, I don't know if anybody knows Mav. He's a kid that started out. He's got 1 million subscribers and stuff. He's got all sorts of weird ones. He bought one, and they're a Japanese RV, like a in between a van and a Class C. It looks freaking awesome. Air conditioned, heated, bathroom, everything. But I don't know how. The biggest thing about getting something like that is you could probably buy it cheap out of Japan, a used one or whatever, or reasonable, and then they're going to charge you 4 times what you paid for it to bring it into Thailand. So, but it would be easier, and it's 4-wheel drive, four cylinder diesel or six. It's diesel, turbo diesel, and it's 4-wheel drive. I forget the name of them. There's a name of this Japanese RV. Somebody might know it. I don't know. That could be. It might be a B. Logan, I don't know. That's 6-wheel. Fine. Yeah, that would work too. Uh, but ooh. But I ever since I saw that one, and then Mav got the first one, and then this guy from New Zealand bought one in New Zealand. I think he bought it in New Zealand, and they're pretty cool, pretty nice. He redid his. Seems like the guy that I'm talking about, not Mav. Mav's got money now because of YouTube. This guy has a bunch of subscribers too, but he's got, I could tell, I mean, I don't know for sure, but he's got money. And he does it. I think he makes money at it, but I think he does it just to keep busy. But he does good videos, but they're real long, 4 or 5 hours of one trip, with him and his dog and snow and tents, and he does all sorts of. Wish I could remember the name. It's a good channel, but yeah, it's actually it's almost like Winnebago. I mean, it's like a brand name. I mean, it's built and well built. It's not like like in Thailand they tried to shove something on a little mini truck, and it's a camper. I mean, it was designed and built, and it's nice. If you see it, I just wish I could. Somebody put in. Let me see, Japanese motorhome. Let me put that in here and see what that comes up with. There it is, right there. I'm gonna let's see if I can remember how to do this. Share screen. There it is. I mean, it looks like a very well made, and I've seen the videos that they've done in them. It's a well made motorhome, and I guess that would be a Class C, right? What would you consider that? See if they. Oh, there's a red one. Looks like they even. Well, it looks like they make new ones. I hate to see the price on that, but the used ones probably. They're probably still expensive. Now they're calling that a Class C motorhome, 9 seats, sleeps 4, 75,000. I wonder if that's yen or U.S. That's probably U.S. dollars. Ooh, okay, I'm off track now. Now let's see. Okay. So I don't know. I should have looked at the name of it. I linked it out, but it like I said, I didn't see the insides or whatever, but I'll check into it. But I would like it better only because it sure would be nice not have to pull the trailer or to be able to pull a trailer. It'd be a lot nicer for me if I had something like that and was pulling a trailer with the motorcycle and the kayak and whatever I wanted on it. It's a flatbed or whatever trailer to hold it. But I think it was pricey. Like I said, I got 800,000 in my trailer, maybe a little bit more than that with the modifications I made now. But the ones that what they're calling here with the truck part and a camper on it, but all molded into one. I don't know what they call it here. It's a motorhome, I think here. They were 2.5 million, 3 million, for a newer one. Even the used ones were 1.5, 1.75. So I didn't want to spend that much money at the time, so I didn't do it. But that deal there, if they find one, they probably can't, and they probably want a fortune to import it into Thailand. So probably ain't gonna happen. Yeah, no slides, that I know of. And the newer ones, like I didn't know they made newer ones. One of those ones looked brand new. They might have a slide on it. All right, have a good one. I'm going to take off too, I think. Yeah, cab over camper, but it's all molded into one piece, and they're nice. There's not much room, but there's not much room in my trailer. But I dig it. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours. Caravan. Yeah, no. Where's Brock? All right. I want to thank everybody and thank the new subscribers. You guys are the people that have left. I guess you didn't like what I had to say, but that's okay too. But if you have any questions or anything, put it in there. No one's going to bite your head off or do anything crazy. We're here to have fun and talk and bullshit, and that's what we do. So and thank all you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. You give me something to do. I get to bullshit and ramble for hours on end, and I get to have fun. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go down and play outro and end stream, and I'm going to look at the camera. And I'm going to say, everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at, and I will catch you on the next one.